have an audition coming up, maybe for a Shakespeare play, and you're thinking, I'm going to do Helena from A Midsummer Night's Dream. I have got something for you today. I'm going to do 3 things you need to know about Helena. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at those 3 things and I'm going to give you some specifics about how to tackle them as an actor. So this is really, how does this affect your acting practice? Before I jump into that, I just want to let you know, if you want some specific information on how to tackle Helena's monologues, I have done other videos of those and I will link them below. But if you want to know more about her character, stick around. Number 1, Helena has no filter. She just says whatever comes into her brain. Whenever she's saying something and she's saying, oh, I'm going to go do this, it means that she's basically already starting to do it. She makes decisions as she says it. You probably know people like this. Often extroverts, for example, they think out loud. So they need to talk through things to understand them. And that's what she does. And that's why she speaks so much throughout the whole play. I think she has the most lines of all the lovers. She's got like 2 soliloquies and a monologue. She's got so much to say because she's like, just thinking and it just comes straight out. What that means in practice is that you need to act on the line, which is generally the case with Shakespeare. Don't embed lots of moments of pause of going, I'm making a decision and now I'll do this. It's got to be fast. You need to know your lines uber well, like more than normal well. You don't have time to think. You cannot take breaks with Helena. She basically just goes bang, 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 bang. The other practical implication is you need to practice thinking fast, but not speaking fast. Now, Helena's pretty energetic, so she probably speaks a little bit faster than the average person, but you can't ramble in Shakespeare, right? You're going to need to do a proper vocal warm-up and concentrate on your breath support and articulation to stop that runaway train that is Helena going crazy. But you also just need to practice and record yourself when you're practicing her, making sure that you're just not taken off because the audience won't be able to process what you're saying. So practice thinking fast, not speaking fast. Number 2, Helena is whiny. She can be annoying to an audience. She says things like, I'm ugly as a bear, and she talks about, how can you do this to me, Hermia? You've really betrayed me, and she can be very difficult to listen to. So there are 2 things that you need to do to make sure your Helena is not annoying the what's-it out of whoever you were auditioning for. Firstly, you need to find the truth, the humanity in Helena, and in a way that you can connect to. And perhaps, for example, when she says, I'm ugly as a bear, maybe she genuinely thinks that she is horrible and ugly and she's never going to find love. In your preparation, your homework is to look at, what do you think Helena's triggers are? What are her shadows or her self-judgments? So where is her self-worth lacking? I would say probably quite a few places. Pick some specific things. So study whatever monologue or scene you're doing and say, what are the things coming up that could be real things that I can connect to on a human level? The other thing that you need to do as homework is to make sure that there's variety within your monologue, particularly I would say vocal variety, but definitely variety in the way you're playing her. If you're recording yourself, do I have vocal variety? And I'm making sure that I'm not just, for example, yelling the whole time, as I just watched an online version where, good on her, she had massive lung power, but she's pretty much yelling the whole time. And my goodness, is that annoying in Shakespeare. Please stop yelling. Just because you have lots of feelings doesn't mean they should always be loud. Just making sure you're identifying, where are the changes? When do I feel differently here? When do I have a different action? Now let's jump on to number 3. Helena is a big character. Now what that means in practice is that you need to think about who you're auditioning for, or what company you're auditioning for example, and what are they looking for in terms of style, the level of energy and the stylistic choices that they might make. In these cases, it's really wise to see if you can watch something that the director has directed before, or something else, another Shakespeare that the company has done before, for example. You need to get a sense of, does this director or production or company or whatever like big style melodramatic Shakespeare performances that are maybe not so grounded in reality, or do they like slightly more filmic, naturalistic, very human, grounded in reality kinds of characters and performances, and then you can pick your level accordingly. Hopefully as an actor you have range. You can either do a big style or a bit more pared back, but you should also be aware of your own defaults, your own habits, and just maybe take note of whether you are accidentally being really, really large. Always go and see as much stuff as possible so you know what you're walking into. Make those choices based on what you know. If you don't know, it's best to play with what you do best. Maybe pulling it back more if you're more of a filmic actor, that's fine. That's it, really. Those are the 3 things about Helena that you really need to know. If you've got questions about Helena, I would love to hear your questions or your thoughts. Do you agree? How do you like to play her? What have you seen done well? Also, let me know if there are other characters or other monologues that you'd like me to have a look at. And that's all for today, and I'll see you next time, probably for another Helena video, because there are so many Helena monologues. See you guys next time. Bye.